everybody, Lucas here from ILSE Coffee. We're really excited to be in this season's Leaderboard, and I'm here today to talk to you about the coffee that we submitted. So, for this season, we submitted a really lovely Costa Rican coffee. It was grown by Luis Padilla on his farm in the West Valley. It's a honey processed SL28 that was grown at 1,500 meters above sea level. And yeah, it's a really beautiful coffee. When we were tasting through our Costa Rican samples last season, Luis's coffee was one that really jumped off the table. And it was one of those coffees that we just tried and we were like, we are definitely buying this coffee. It had a really intense acidity that we really loved. It kind of had that classic, more phosphoric Kenya-like acidity with flavors of blackberry jam. It had this just very much blackberry candy, cranberry, blackcurrant, along with a really interesting floral note that was very similar to rooibos tea. Yeah, it was a really special coffee for us to have on our menu, and one that we're really happy to be able to share with everybody here. Yeah, so Luis's farm, it's a little bit of a family venture. They purchased the farm about 2 years ago. So this is one of the first productions from that farm. And it's a 2-hectare farm, as I said, in the West Valley. And they're growing really fun varieties like this SL28, like Geisha, among a few others. And we're really excited to continue to work with Luis and see where he goes with his coffee. We feel like he's probably going to be one of the big names in the Costa Rican coffee scene in the near future. So keep your eyes out. And yeah, so it's a really great coffee. It's really fun coffee. I think it's, to us, it was a really very flavorful coffee, and I think that when it comes time to identifying this coffee, there are a few things that I think are maybe easier to pick out. If you just look at the beans themselves, I think it's easier to tell that it's not a washed coffee. It definitely looks more like a processed coffee, although it's not a heavily processed coffee, it's still quite clean. But it does have that kind of slightly darker look to it and doesn't have the kind of lighter silver skin that you'll see in washed lots. And then when it comes time to taste the coffee, I think the biggest thing for us that you would notice is just kind of that heavy phosphoric acidity. Those flavors that you would typically find in a Kenyan coffee, you're finding here. We, here at ILSE, we roast on a 15 kilo Loring, so that would be an air hybrid roaster. And yeah, so I hope you guys all enjoyed this coffee. And if you did, you're in luck, because the new harvest of Luis's coffee landed just a couple of weeks ago, and we'll be getting it at the roastery very soon, and it'll be up on our menu probably sometime in September, and we're really excited to have it back. It's really exciting for us to continue to work with Luis and see the progression of his farm. They purchased the land that was already a coffee farm just 2 years ago, and they've been replanting the trees there with younger trees. And the first thing they did when they bought the farm is they built a kind of state-of-the-art wet mill at the top of the farm. So we're really excited to see kind of where he goes with this coffee. And yeah, I don't know. I guess that's kind of it. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoy the coffee, and good luck with the game.